rock in American digital news, and this place called Mission Ridge. Mission Ridge is sort of a NRO hotspot for defense contractors in Chantilly, Virginia, and I'll show it to you in a second. And he's very involved with this company called Integrity Applications Incorporated. But what was interesting about this Mission Ridge is in one of the messages, Peter Strzok cancels his visit to Mission Ridge. Really, Peter Strzok has really brought up the technology side, if you will, that his dad might not have had in the weapons business. If you don't know where Chantilly, Virginia is, it's out near Dulles Airport in Virginia, CIA headquarters just to the north here. Of course, Imran has all of his places where he likes to keep girls against their will around here as well. And then, of course, you've got the National Reconnaissance Center, which is near this NRO that I'd say. Look in and you just zoom in a little bit. There's your Lockheed Martin, there's your Aerospace Corporation, there's Boeing, Northrop Grumman, CSC. It's really satellite heaven, if you will, in this little area right in here. And the basic business proposition here is the Strzok's are basically weaponizing military-grade satellites for surveillance applications and also, I believe, command and control for these Club K systems. Radar, they have infrared, they have all sorts of different mass int imagery, geopositioning, and so forth. And this is the surveillance business initially, but it's also going to be the command and control for Club K, I believe. Again, if you have the SPA war, if you have the chief of naval operations on your side, and you can get someone like the Awans to get you that information, you don't pay anything for it, terabytes of information to Pakistan, and then you just pick it up off the wire as it's going off the wire. You might remember this C4 ISR from our trip over to the Coast Guard over on near Mount Vernon. Then you can sell this command and control type information, and you can control, like I said before, you can control weapon systems like these Club K weapon systems. So drilling down a little bit to see exactly where these folks are. This is the Navy Space Command. Somebody asked who has control of the satellites, and I'll show you where they are. They're in Dahlgren, Virginia right here, and we'll drill down a little bit. And they also put up a lot of these nanosats. Where does that sound familiar at this NAV SOC? Well, Imran Awan, again, starts a company called Nanosat, right? So you can see where it is from Washington, D.C. I'll back out a little bit. There you can see how close it is to Washington, D.C. Not far from Quantico, where a whole bunch of different stuff is done. Now we're going to move off these. I've done a lot on the surveillance, but this is going to, now we're going to start talking about the connections, the business connections to the Russians. So here's Dmitry Belyakov. Okay, what's interesting about him? Well, he gets sanctioned. Why does he get sanctioned? Well, he's the CEO of a company called Rostec. Turns out Rostec, this is April where Trump sanctions him, right? Or I guess it was late November last year. Rostec is, think of it as Ros is always the Russian part, and then tech is sort of the war technology, right? That Russia puts out. Now this is partially going to be because of this Gulf Teener deal with Club K. You're going to find that Trump is on the case. Now, Rostec is based here in Moscow. Again, why would